Hello, and welcome. In this video, I'm going to be discussing the situation with MetaQuotes, MetaTrader, and what's going on with prop trading firms. So this, in my opinion, guys, is what I deem to be an extinction level type of event, okay? So prop trading firms are definitely going to be hit very hard. I don't know if they're going to survive or not, but in this video, I'm going to discuss how I see this playing out and what can be done going forward. So the situation really started a while back, not that long ago, but with MetaQuotes, they were essentially kicked out of the App Store, of the Apple Store. And the situation there is because most likely of regulatory reasons. I did not investigate fully as to why, but most likely it was due to regulatory reasons. Now, they bought MetaQuotes back into the Apple Store, but most likely MetaQuotes had to make certain guarantees or certain written statements to them stating that they're going to essentially sever their relationship with prop trading firms that are targeting U.S. clients, okay? Prop trading firms that have U.S. clients on their books, okay? Now, this is primarily for now with respect to Forex prop trading firms, okay? At this moment, as of the making of this video, futures prop trading firms have not yet, and I underline the word yet, been impacted, because on the future side, certain prop trading firms are also doing things that are a bit shady, okay? So they might be impacted as well, but probably not in the same way that the Forex prop trading firms are going to be impacted. So watch this video in its entirety so that you get the gist of what I'm saying here. Some of you who may be watching this video have already been impacted by your Forex prop trading firm. Perhaps they have cut out their payouts. They can't make payouts anymore, or they've already gone under, okay? Other ones are right now trying to do essentially what I would deem band-aid solutions, where they're leaving MetaTrader, okay? They're being kicked out, so they're essentially not leaving, they're being forced to leave MetaTrader, and they're switching over to another platform provider, okay? So some have mentioned CTrader, others have mentioned other ones, but the truth of the matter is, which platform they use is irrelevant. The regulators here in the US do not want these types of firms, Forex prop trading firms, offering CFD products when they're not themselves dealers. They're not broker dealers who are licensed to do that kind of a business. Particularly when it comes to CFDs, they can't sell to the US market at all. So far the CFTC had not really done, in the past, when I say so far, in the near past, they hadn't taken much action against these guys, but they are now. And usually now, I'm licensed and registered with the CFTC. I am a commodity trading advisor. I'm a member of the NFA, the National Futures Association, as well. So I can tell you that once this thing starts, from what I've seen, once the U.S. regulators start something, it's most likely going to essentially be reverberated throughout the world. Okay, so it's going to be a global thing at some point, where a lot of these broker dealers, they've set up offshore. Okay, now I'm going to take a little bit of a sort of a turn here and talk about these offshore brokers really quickly before I switch back to the prop trading side, because this is something that everybody should know. Now, particularly when it comes to Forex, when you guys are watching YouTube videos and you see a trader making like $300,000 with one, 2 lots, 10 lots, whatever it is, they're making an obscene amount of money. Like, they'll show you their Ferrari, which is most likely rented or leased. They'll show you a house, which is again rented, and they'll show you all this incredible wealth that they've accumulated trading their platform. And also, if you just pay them like $20,000, $30,000, they'll show you what they've done, okay? In reality, these people are doing nothing. They're not even trading. Let me explain how. The offshore brokers, what they do is they reach out to YouTube trading channel owners, okay? Those who have YouTube channels that have a lot of followers, okay? and they'll say something like this to them: we will allow you as an affiliate of ours to show to your viewers that you're trading live. So the green box will be there as opposed to the red box, which is for simulated or fake money. For you as an affiliate, we'll show the green box for the trades that you make as your paper trades. Okay? That's how they show to you, look at my actual, profit and loss, guys. Take a look. It's right there. Here's my broker. There it is. But the broker is offshore. So the U.S. regulator can't reach that broker. That's why they've set up offshore. Okay? But they would think like, hey, we're untouchable. They're not. Now what they're doing is, so the U.S. regulators are like, well, okay, technically you're not in the U.S., so we can't touch you. But we can do something else. Do you take PayPal? Take credit cards? Are you on the Apple Store or on Google's Play Store? Guess what? We can cancel you out there. You understand? And so they're going to put pressure, indirect pressure, to kill that business off. Once it starts, guys, okay, it's not going to be like a one-off. Okay, it's not going to be like, let's just teach one firm a lesson and let the other ones go. Oh, no. This is going to be like an event where they're going to be sitting down with partners from around the world, European partners, Asian partners from around the world, and they're going to be discussing a uniform way of stopping this stuff from happening. They don't like it. Once they don't like it, that's it. Okay, party's over. That's my view. I mean, you might have already been notified by your Forex prop trading firm that, hey, it's over. Okay, we can't use MetaTrader anymore. But it's okay. It's okay. We're going to switch. We're going to find another platform provider. Guys, it doesn't matter who the platform provider is long term. CTrader, whoever else they come up with, okay? It doesn't really make a difference. Ultimately, what's going to happen is you're going to be hit with the news that one day it's all over. So you could have a ton of money in that prop trading firm and unfortunately never see a payout because it's just they're not able to make the payout anymore. They're out of business. All right. Now, I've made other videos about Forex versus futures. Okay. Now, I'm a commodity trading advisor. The CFTC regulates Forex just like the CFTC regulates futures. Okay. I can tell you that it's not even a comparison. If you had to choose between Forex and futures, there's no it was a close call and I went with this one. No. It's not even in the same ballpark. With Forex, you don't have the 60-40 rule, okay, when it comes to taxes. What is the 60-40 rule? When you're trading futures, you can take advantage of the 60-40 rule that says this: 60% of your gains are taxed or treated as long-term capital gains. 40% of your gains are treated as short-term capital gains. That gives you a tremendous advantage right off the bat. Now, that's a small advantage compared to the next one. You don't get uniform pricing when it comes to Forex. It's decentralized. Okay, this exchange has it at this price, this other one has it at this other price. Unless you're doing some major HFT, high frequency trading stuff where you're doing arbitrage. This is where you're trying to take advantage of different pricing structures. And chances are, if you're already doing that, you're too late to the game because the major players have already done that. Okay, if you're doing that now, you're thinking about starting, too late. Okay, it's already been done. And once everybody jumps in, that's it. There is no more arbitrage opportunity. Okay, but the pricing disparity there is a real problem. With the future side, the CME, the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, that essentially is a centralized exchange where everything is going through them. That means that everybody gets the same price. So you have uniformity in price. So what you're seeing in, let's say, London is the same exact price that somebody's seeing in Argentina or Egypt or anywhere else in the world. Okay? And so that's a huge advantage where you know what the price is. You don't have to guess as to if there was a cheaper option, etc. Third, the variance, the spread is ridiculous when it comes to Forex. Where in fact, many of the YouTube videos you'll see don't talk about commissions when they're trading Forex. So the trade looks beautiful. They only forgot to mention one thing: commission. And many other, as I've mentioned in other videos as well that I've done, they don't talk about their stop price either. But besides that, if they're trading Forex, particularly if they're trading Forex, they won't talk about their commissions, because when you calculate the commission, it's all over. And when it comes to futures, your commission is approximately $5, sometimes lower depending on the broker, depending on what deal you have with the broker. So it could be $4 round trip, the same price no matter what. For example, for ES, that's what you're going to pay, $4. Okay, ES is the E-mini S&P 500 futures. In many of my videos, I refer to it as the SPOOs. Okay, so if you have the advantage of commissions, lower commissions, and static commissions, this is the price. That's it. You have uniformity in price. You have a centralized exchange, a respected centralized exchange for decades. That's been serving the trader world for decades. Okay, and you have the ability to have the regulators be essentially, I'm not going to say on your side, but the regulators have it so much so that they're not even at this moment talking about the futures prop trading firms. Okay, so right now, as I make this video, there's not even conversation that I'm aware of anywhere where they're targeting futures prop trading firms, because they've got that market down packed. It's beautifully regulated. Okay, so here's my 2 cents on this that I think is going to help you guys, especially you Forex traders. If you haven't traded futures yet, you are totally missing out. Okay, if trading futures gives you everything you're looking for, okay, I know with Forex it's going to be, there's news that you can take advantage of, right? Something happens in a particular country, might impact currents, the Forex market, and you jump on it. That means you have to be married, okay? Your entire life has to be intertwined with the market, okay? You don't have that issue with, generally speaking, typically speaking, with the futures market, particularly if you're trading ES or even if you're trading ZN, both of which these products have tons and tons of volume, okay? Plenty of volume. You're not going to be able to, rock the market, okay? You're not going to move the market by the trades that you do, chances are, unless you're a major hedge fund and your uncle is first name is Ray and the last name is Dalio, okay? You're not going to move the market. So that's a beautiful transitioning option for you. Do we have prop traders on the futures side? Absolutely. Now, I said in this video, I'm going to talk about why I think that some issues might still be out there with them as well. Well, here's the problem. Most prop trading firms are not actually giving you capital, their capital for you to trade. That's being implied in what they're saying. Some of them put that information that it's not actual money, it's simulated money, in the terms. They're like, hey, I can't change the terms. I want to use them. So I'm going to have to say, yes, I did read the terms and agree to the terms. But if you actually read it, you'll see some of them will put it in there that in fact it's not real money. But are they saying it's real money? They're certainly implying it, even if they're not explicitly saying it. How? They're saying 90-10. Right? Or 95-5 or 80-20. So that means they're going to give you 80% of your wins and they keep 20%. Well, that implies that there's real money there, okay? But it isn't real. It's simulated. They're not making that very clear. The other part of it is if you do the simple math. So when somebody says, I've paid out $100 million so far, again, that implies they might have technically done that. Okay, they may have. I don't know. I have no evidence. But they have potentially done that. $100 million since inception we've given out. Okay, maybe. Assuming that's true, all right? But that also implies that there was real capital changing hands there, where it was their money and they gave it to you and you traded it, you made money, they kept a portion of it and they gave you a majority, a lion's share of it, okay? Again, the implication there is that they are giving you funds from capital. There isn't capital, guys. It's funny money. It's simulated. It's not real. Okay? And so that's a problem. Is it as big of a problem as the, Forex just breaking the law, CFD products being offered, etc.? No, it isn't. They can essentially adjust that by saying you cannot say we're going to have a split anymore. For example, I see that as one potential regulatory thing that comes out, okay? Where they say, you know what? You can no longer say we're going to have a split. It's 100%. They get to keep the money. okay? Because you're not splitting anything, it's simulated. So they could say that. Or if they don't say that, that they can say, well, you have to explicitly state on every single page of your website that it is in fact simulated, that you don't have any of your own capital tied in to the trades that your prop traders are doing. They might do that. We'll see, okay? We'll see exactly what's going to happen, where it's going to be like, you know, not just in the terms, it can't be in like fine print, but it's got to be like on every single page clearly stated, okay? Anywhere you have funds being given out, you have to mention that it was off of a simulated, initial investment, okay? It's totally funny money. It's simulated. So this is a problem that I'm seeing with prop trading firms. But here's the model. This is where you can take advantage of it, okay? The model that they have is a majority, a lion's share, maybe 95, 96% of their users have to lose money so that they can make the payouts and be able to afford the payouts to the 4 or 5% that make money using their prop trading firm and still walk away making a ton of money themselves, okay? Or else the numbers just don't add up. Now, you'll see sometimes, for example, on Twitter, formerly Twitter, now X, Facebook, Instagram, etc., where prop traders are posting their wins. They'll say something like, 2,000, easy money, you know. I'm not saying these people are lying. They're telling the truth majority of the time, actually. But the problem is they're being told to post that, many of them. So many of them will be, you know, it's not like a gun to their head type of, but it's just basically they're saying, hey, can you mention a little something on your social media page that we paid you out? Now, if somebody was going to give you money and they asked you to do that, you'd happily say yes to that, right? Somebody just gave you money. So it makes it appear like a lot of people are making money when out of 100,000 people using that prop trading firm, 200 of them are posting their wins. 200 of them makes it seem like every other day or even every day, a bunch of people are posting, like 3-4 different people are posting 4,000, 2,000, 1,500 payout. Some guys got 20 accounts and each one got paid out 2,000. So $40,000 and people go, wow, 40 grand, and everybody gets excited. It's that same mentality where if you're in Las Vegas or Atlantic City and the slot machine goes off, ding, 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 and everybody goes, what happened? I made $7,777. Wow, everybody gets excited. And people run back to their slot machine. They're like, maybe I'll get that 7,707. And it's sort of like, it's the same mentality, right? It's got, you're going to win too. That is also a little bit of shady marketing. I don't know if they'll have any type of regulation against that. Probably not, okay? Probably not. But just know that that's what's happening. Now, the group that is making money, here's the edge that they have, okay? Do you think they're going to tell you what system they used? Do you think they're going to share that information with you? I mean, you look at some of these people's profiles, right? You look at them, you go, he's a kid. He must be like 22 years old, all right? So how did this 22-year-old become like a trader that's making $40,000? You have to ask yourself, like, was he born with this gift? No. Does he have 20 years of experience? No, he doesn't. So how did he do it? Guys, they're using an automated trading system. Now, I went and joined various different groups, just sort of an incognito, with my actual name, okay? But I just joined just to see, like, what's going on? What are these people posting? I saw posts like, guys, I'm in the 300 club. And somebody else asked, what do you mean? And he replies, I have burned 300 accounts so far. Now I did basic math. If you take it at $50 a pop, this person has burned $15,000 already. This is one person that said that. Underneath him was like a bunch of others. I have 80, I have 100, I have 40, I have 60. And all these people have paid money into it and have lost. Okay? They're not making any money. The guy who said 300, in all this time, he hadn't made one penny from all the trading that he's done. Imagine sitting there all day for months, paying $15,000 to have absolutely nothing to show for it. Okay? This is what happens when people say, I can do this myself. In this business, the number one way to not make money, like nothing gets close to this. The number one way to not make money is to have ego. If you think that you're going to do it yourself and you're going to ignore what professionals say, what experienced people say, what licensed people say, what software engineers say, you're going to ignore all of that. You know better. You watched a YouTube video and you read a book. Therefore, you're now indestructible. If that's how you feel, I guarantee you that in the long term, you don't make money. I rarely guarantee anything. I guarantee that though, that long term, you won't make money. In this business, ego is the costliest thing you can have. You cannot say you know better. The best thing you can do is still take in input, as much input as you can. Keep taking it in, but be careful with the input you're taking in. Always make sure that that person that's giving you the advice is in fact licensed, because there are certain things they can and cannot say when they're licensed. They are being regulated. They cannot say these things. They can't make things up like that. Okay? That's one. At least generally speaking, they're not going to do it. Number two, make sure that the person who's giving you advice on getting an edge is in fact, they have no choice but to talk about an automated trading system. That's the only edge a trader can have. Okay? Make sure that they're actually software engineers. An actual software engineer. Meaning you can tell them, look, here's an external Python project, here's an external C# project, I want you to code it. Can you code it? They're going to say no if they're not a real software engineer. If they're a code tinkerer, they're going to be using NinjaTrader, for example. If that's what they're using, they're going to use the strategy builder, which is a wizard, and they're going to combine that with ChatGPT perhaps, and then build you something with that. At best, that makes it a rudimentary strategy. At best, it's very simple and will likely lose money over time. My point in all of this is you want to make sure that you can take the advice from a software engineer who has done this before many times, who has hundreds of clients at least, and has written at least 1 million lines of code by now. Okay? That person can give you advice because that person has learned from their own mistakes. Okay? That's huge. If they haven't made mistakes, they haven't been living. They're going to give you advice from their own mistakes, which they should have made plenty of if they have written 1 million lines of code by now, at least. Okay? And that person now can speak on this matter. Okay? That's the person you want to take advice with. Take that input. Okay? Take it, but you don't have to follow it, but you do have to listen to what's being told. Okay? Because that's going to help you long term. So when it comes to watching some kid making tons of money, he's just sitting there and he was like drinking a Mai Tai and he goes, hold on, somebody's calling me. Oh, it's my Ferrari dealer. Oh, it's the second Ferrari's ready. Okay, I'll be right over. I mean, this is who you're dealing with, just know that you've wasted your time and you're being played. That's not how this business works. The biggest players in this industry, you don't even know who they are. Okay? They're behind the scenes. They're the ones who make guys like Ray Dalio look good. Okay? You won't even know their names. All right? So this is how this business works. Nobody shares information that's going to make them a lot of money, and it's going to hurt them if they give it to you. They're not going to share that information. So if you think that another prop trader on the Discord or the Facebook group that you're in is going to just tell you exactly how they did it, that's not going to happen, especially if they didn't get lucky. If they've, this is the 8th time you've seen them post and you're verifying that it is in fact true. And in the past 4 months, they've generated, you've seen like, $40,000 and all their accounts are still active. That person isn't going to tell you how they did it. Because if they told you how they did it, that prop trading firm would go under if everybody did it. I'm going to share with you guys something that is a fact here in LA or in this area, okay, in Southern California. During Super Bowl Sunday, if you go to a theme park like Magic Mountain or Disneyland, it's almost empty. Okay, you could take advantage of almost no lines. All right. Once this information gets out, guess what's going to happen? Everybody who was never serious about watching the Super Bowl, and everybody tries to do it even if they're not really football fans, but hey, the social interaction feels great, right? They're going to say, hey guys, it's time to take the kids, head on over to the theme park, or they might want to do it themselves. And guess what? All of that is going to change, right? The theme parks are now going to be impacted just as they were if it was a regular day, all right? As soon as that information gets out, Back in the day, by the time information propagated throughout, it would take like years. Now it's minutes. Okay, so they're not going to be able to tell you that because it hurts them if they tell you that. So most of those people, you think they're sitting there by hand and trading? You think that's what they're doing? They're not. Most of them are using an automated trading system no matter what the terms say, because you can't prove otherwise. Their hope is to keep saying nice things to the prop trading firm so that their accounts never get canceled. Every time they think about canceling, they're going to go, well, this guy is posting a lot about us and saying wonderful things and how great we are. So at least we're getting some marketing dollars out of it. So they keep him in business still. It's sort of the same idea when people go to, gambling joints, okay, whatever casino, and people figure out that are watching them from the eye in the sky or whatever they call the cameras, okay, they go, this guy's got some sort of a system. He keeps winning, okay. He's maybe memorizing something. I don't know. He's got a system. But guess what they do with that guy? They get rid of him. Yeah, they let him win for a little bit, but if it gets to be too much, they go, this guy's got to go. Find something on him. Just, they want that guy to go out of their establishment because they want to continue to make money. They don't make money if everybody starts coming into the casino and they've got a system and they're going to win. That's a real problem for the casino, okay? It's the same thing with these guys. So don't expect, feedback from other prop traders who are successful, that 4 to 5%, I'm even being very generous when I say 4 to 5%, that is actually making money, to tell you how they did it. Some of those people are going to be trading manually, which means they'll post once or twice and you won't hear from them again, okay? Because nobody trading manually can be consistent. That's impossible. We're human beings, okay? A bad day can throw you off, okay? Like you have a cold, it can throw you off. You get news from the neighbor, it can throw you off. Anything can throw you off, okay? So that's impossible for you to be consistent like an automated system can be. But if they are consistent, odds are very high, in my opinion, that they are using an automated trading system of some kind. It might be semi-automated, okay? In my system, Price Action Pivoter, there is the automated version. It's self-directed. You still put in your profit target, your stop, your trailing stop, the time of entry, the days, etc. You still have to put that in. But it's automated after that. I also have a semi-automated where you get to pinpoint the prices that you want it to enter long or short. So it does the trade management for you 100% automatically. The stop, price target, all of that is automatic. The trailing stop is automatic, but you had to input the price. So you can say, for example, here's 50.36. Go long if price gets to 50.38, if it crosses 50.38. Okay? So you can put your exact price levels and only do it if from here until the next pivot, until the next resistance level. In this case, it's actually S1 mid at 50.54, 50.36.50 is the thing. So you do have enough room there to cover the $400 if that's what your price was going to be. But then it would enter the trade if there is room. So it is, that would be special operations in my system, Price Action Pivoter. So you do have those people as well that are trading via a semi-automated fashion. But believe me, there's got to be, if they're consistent, some sort of automation. If someone tells me this trader is not using automation and they are consistent, I am incredibly suspicious because it's not usually possible. Okay, nobody is a robot. All right, everybody can be a robot temporarily. Like you can be a robot 3 weeks straight. Okay, you were like you were in the zone every day. It's the same thing. Every day is the same thing. You even went to the restroom at particular times. You ate your meals at particular times. You said your prayer at a particular time. It was all like a robot. Okay, it was the same thing every time. But then all of a sudden the sprinkler popped. You saw the water they would go straight into the air, and you had to call the gardener. And the gardener said, "I'm going to be there next week." You're like, "Dude, I have to call now somebody else." And you start panicking, and then you get back to your seat, and your entire your entire concentration has been broken, and you have to start all over again. Okay. This is life. I'm not even talking about, kids comes home with a bad grade, issues with the family, sickness, million things can happen to us in a given day, okay? And that means that you're going to be inconsistent as a human being. And that's what those prop trading firms are capitalizing on. You thinking you can do it. In essence, the game is this. Can we make them feel like they can do it? That's playing your ego right there. They're pressing your ego button. Can you do it? Can you trade? Can you make money? Okay, you're like, well, me? Who, me? Are you kidding me? Of course I can make money. Right, that's the reaction they're looking for, guys. Don't fall for that trap. You have to be very consistent by understanding how this game is played and using the right tools. Now, if you're trading futures, the game is NinjaTrader. You can use other things, but the number one platform for trading futures is NinjaTrader. Okay? If you're going to use NinjaTrader, you want to use an automated trading system that's proven, that's been backtested for years without any curve fitting, where that means that all of the parameters must be 100% the same. Even if the parameters, you're like, that day I wouldn't put that kind of a price target. The range was so low, pre-market, Asian session, whatever you want to call it, Globex, it was very low. It's not going to be that high, the profit target. I'm going to change. Don't change anything. Keep it all the same. That's how you know it's not curve fitted. So on NinjaTrader, there are approximately 1,000 vendors, okay, on the NinjaTrader ecosystem. I'm one of those vendors, okay? Now, from that 1,000, the group of 1,000, 950 to 960 of them are not software engineers. They are not software engineers. Many of them have contacted me to help them with their software. I have their emails, okay? Because they're not software engineers. They are constantly in search of software engineers because many software engineers are sick and tired of working with them because they know what they're doing, okay? And they keep coming back and changing things. And so they keep giving a set of rules, and then they come back and they say, no, change it, okay? And it gets really boring after a while. So those software engineers will leave, okay? And they have to find new guys, new or gals. And so majority of them are not. The same group, very few of them are actually licensed. They are not licensed. Now, to get someone who's licensed and is a software engineer at the same time, who specializes in algorithmic systems development, is very rare. I am in that group. I'm not saying this to pat myself on the back here. I'm saying I'm in that group, okay? So when I speak on a matter, you can totally ignore me if you so choose, but just know I'm speaking from experience. I'm not speaking from ego. I'm speaking from experience. I've taken my shots. I've been almost knocked out, okay? But I came back. So I know exactly what I'm referencing because I've taken the losses too. So it basically comes down to, do you have the right help when it comes to your automated trading system? Okay? That's what it comes down to. The decision is pretty clear that you have to use it. Make sure whoever you're doing business with is licensed. If they're not licensed, it's all mumbo jumbo from there. Okay? The second thing is you want to make sure they built the system. You can tell from when they talk if they're real software engineers or not. You can tell. Okay? If they don't sound like software engineers, if they don't understand code, if you're saying things and they don't know what you're talking about, obviously they're not software engineers. They're not, they don't even know what's going on. Okay? They basically saw a video somewhere, they saw the strategy builder, they go, hey, ChatGPT, and they combine everything together. Now they have the indicator of indicators. Okay? Guys, please don't fall for this stuff. Okay? Spending $99, $200, $300 isn't going to do anything. It's actually just going to cost you money, but in tiny little cuts to your wallet. Don't do this to yourself. Okay? Either do it right or don't do it at all. All right? That's the right mindset to have. But just know that this is what's going on in this industry. I gave you a lot in this video, tons of information as to what's going on with MetaQuotes or MetaTrader, what's going on with Forex prop trading firms. I see a bunch of those people coming over to the futures side. And believe me, you might think this is a bad thing if you've got an account with a prop trading firm. It's not a bad thing. It's actually the beginning of a new thing, a beautiful thing, where you're going to be hopefully trading futures instead of Forex. And you know that the CME has been around for decades, that the futures are traded on the main central exchange. And you know that it's fully regulated and it's been regulated. And it is something that is not going away, okay? And so that is a huge, huge benefit. Plus, you're likely to see tax savings, and you're likely to get better pricing. And with automation, if you do it the right way, 15, 20, 25 minutes a day is all you would have to spend to set up the trades, to see what's going on, and to place it. The rest, you could be enjoying life, going on a walk, enjoying nature, spending time with family, spending time with friends, etc. Okay, this whole idea of having, 12 monitors and it's like a slot machine in there. Okay, this is not how we were supposed to be. Okay, this is how you have neck problems. Okay, long term, it's not sustainable. You're going to have shoulder, neck, eye problems. You can't sit there with 12 monitors, 6 monitors, and forever. Okay, that's just not possible. We weren't built like this. Okay, we're supposed to be outside. We're supposed to be walking around, talking, enjoying the sky, enjoying the sun. That's how we're supposed to be doing things. Not sitting in a room with a bunch of computers around us and, nervous wreck, Pepto-Bismol there, just nonstop. This is not normal. This isn't good. It's not good for our health. It's not good for our peace. It's not good for anything. It's not even good for making money. Okay? So it's not good for anything. You want to get out of that lifestyle and get into a lifestyle where you're using at least semi-automation and you've found a way to do something that's going to hopefully last for years. There will be ups and downs, no doubt about it, because you're going to say, I understand the ebb and flow. I know that if I set up my trade correctly, if I have a 3R ratio, which means 3 times your stop, if I have that, then your profit target is 3 times your stop. Then if I lose, even if I'm at 40% win rate, I'm still going to be up. And you start to develop this mindset and you understand how this business works, and you start to finally be calm, finally be at peace, where you can trust the system enough where you can set it, walk out, go out, have a meal, come back, sit down, enjoy a donut, have some coffee, nice muffin. That's, you're taking it easy. You found your place, okay? That's where I hope you end up. That's all I've got to say. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I wish you the best, whatever you do. Be happy, be healthy, and God bless.